But you know, it's a fine Pangolier game. I think there's definitely a lot of things that they're going to be able to do. Uh, Slight advantage to South Team, but not because of the draft, just because I was very impressed with how they handled Beast Coast despite the fact they lost.
Let's see, will we get first blooded? It happened in the previous series twice. Then he did have that very good Ogre game in game number 2. But that game number 1 silencer was so bad.
It really was. It was, you know, it's every silencer game is like that. Unfortunately, that hero. It's one hero I honestly wouldn't mind to see a rework. I just feel like there's no place for that hero anymore. You know, they might be able to. They might need to give him like a movement ability or something of that sort.
Yeah, same with like Ancient Apparition, even though AA is a bit better because his laning stage is very strong. The heroes just have like, oh, one has his ulti and the other one has his ulti. That's it. One has a global silence, the other one has the no healing.
Oh no,
coming through.
Shaka.
Oh,
gets cancelled.
Shaka, battery assault coming in, and he leveled Icarus dive level 1 as well. That's double painful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oof. The implications here are going to be huge. Now you have a Morphling. You have a Morphling. That is probably the weakest lane of all time. A Morphling with Attribute Shift and a Phoenix with Dive. Like, two useless heroes.
Against a... Well, luckily enough, Lion is not the biggest problem, but Dawn with, like, level 3 has so much kill potential.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also going to drain all the mana away from the Morphling because he's going to have to Adaptive Strike. Like, the only way to interrupt mana drain is Adaptive Strike Strength, which is just really a waste of mana because it won't do any damage to the enemy.
Yeah, it really is going to be a tough lane top. It was already not the greatest lane, I think, for Silk, but the Icarus Dive is just the cherry on top here. One armor hero trading against the 3 armor Chad Lion. Doesn't even have a plate mail yet. Already feels unkillable.
I didn't even realize that Adaptive Strike does actually no damage. The strength one.
Oh, literally 0?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
It doesn't do any damage. That's weird.
That's a buff the hero can take, right? Give it 200 damage for some reason. We need more spells that do damage in this game.
Yeah, normally when you could consider like Skywrath also amongst those heroes where it's mainly about his ulti, but the problem with dealing with the Skywrath is he is so freaking fast. At the beginning, he does have boots of speed, so obviously he's a little bit faster than normally would be, but nonetheless, he's got a 325 base movement speed, which is insanely hard to catch up to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but at the same time, because he ended up getting the boots, it means, one, he can't just spam his W, because if he uses it, then it might open up a path for which you get on top of him. And it also means he has no mana to work with. Like, he is definitely not going to be able to pressure as much as he would have liked with, like, a no talisman or just, like, a Sage's Mask plus some clarities.
Yeah, but just right-clicking away at the enemies and running so that we can't catch you is also always going to be a big plus. Topside, DCMC. Yeah, this is the Dawn's lane right now. He's got that lane in a very solid position. Luckily enough, the creep camp was counter-warded, but Argentine is having a superb time, and DCMC does not really have a time.
Yeah, I mean, finally we got level 2 on the Phoenix, but the damage is done.
Is what he needs, though. Level 1 Fire Spears, the cooldown is so incredibly terrible.
It is awful.
Ted does take a lot of damage here, and doesn't actually have a way out. Will be Adaptive Struck taken down. Shaka gets the kill, yep. With the Blood Grenade, you have ... and then the Morphling waveforming in to get the extra additional help on securing the kill. It's too much for the line. He went for a point of mana drain. Without the Dawnbreaker, you're just not tanky, especially if you use Earth Spike already.
Yeah, interesting build as well. He ended up going for a Bracer first item. Not that common, I think. But they're gonna go for the Phoenix.
Oh, Shaka, dive
Ooh,
back.
the last right click.
Okay, that was just enough damage for the line. That must
That
have
Bracer.
been on the very edge on that kill, though.
Mm-hmm. Bottom lane. We do see the Sky rotating here. I think he wants to deny one of the runes, so the Storm gets the other one, but he's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, Sky has to go back.
Yeah, the changes, of course, to the arcane boots are actually really advantageous for Sky. The downside is he doesn't get a bigger mana pool, and considering his ulti is already 3 mana, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
But you do have the passive extra mana regen these days, so I still would say that it's better.
Yeah, in the lane is definitely better. You just get to last a bit longer, get more experiences. Lion dies again, top.
I mean, to be fair, if you have a problem with it, you just get a Pafiz on, I guess, the Skywrath Mage, and then you already have enough mana pool on top of the mana boots to be able to cast everything you want. Oh, Ryu in mid. Swashbuckle Shield Crash almost takes down all the Storm Spirit's HP. He's actually struggling a little bit on the Storm in terms of experience here against James. James is almost level 6.
Wow.
Oh, he did use the Swashbuckle.
though.
The TP coming out from Destroyer. James is
No
dropping
silence.
low. Will be able to Swashbuckle.
Well, I think he
Was
could have
possibly
swashbuckled there.
Yeah, I think he might have even been able to get the kill.
Huh, okay. I guess there was a stick and Fairy Fire, so if Ryu is fast, he should be able to live through it anyways.
At least you
But,
force it out then.
Yeah, yeah. A bit weird that ended up going that way, but now the lane is equalized. Ryu is level 6, and the Pango will probably get in now, but it means that the rune fight is on the side of Silk. Oh, look at that. If he dies again...
Level 6. Rolling Thunder comes out, needs to get a good bounce. He doesn't actually get the support just yet, or does he?
Oh,
Storm.
another one.
Can he get the kill? Swashbuckle! There's gonna be the kill secured, and they do manage to finish him off. That is a pretty big counter kill coming in.
Yeah, both sides. I mean, it felt like maybe James could have died, but no silence on the Sky means he gets that Rolling Thunder off, and unfortunately, not a lot of mana left on Ryu. Another fight, though.
Monty TPing. Yeah, they only have damage. We did talk about the lack of suns. They're only going to be on the 2 of the cores at this stage of the game. Because, of course, Tide won't have his Ravage just yet, and half the time doesn't even want to pop it for a solo kill.
He's going straight up for that chainmail here on the Tide, so once you get the Veil, no surprises there. Monty just securing the Wisdom Rune, same thing here. Oh, look at that. They're gonna get both of those Wisdom Runes on the side of South. This is huge.
South team looking pretty good in the early game so far. James top net worth, Aldair second. RCT is tied up with the rest as well, but the big difference here is in terms of the support net worth. Shaka struggling a little bit, but Weege is looking pretty a-okay on that Clockwork, getting all the small little items to help out.
Just sapping some experience here. I'm gonna be level 5 at minute 7.
Yeah,
not too shabby.
These support level 6s are super freaking good. You got Finger, of course, on Monty, but Clockwork is half a hero without hookshot.
It's like Silencer, right? It's pretty much the it feels like the type of hero which likes to play is very similar. It's very impactful level 6 heroes, and Clock is no exception. As fight for the runes here, it is bottom.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder came out from the Pangolier. Shaka, oh my lord, just gets blown up by the Swashbuckle. There's going to be a zip onto Weege. Catches him inside the cogs, and James is going to say goodbye. Thank you for all the work you put in. Ryu in a bit of trouble. Lion's even rotating through. Shield Crash comes out. little zip forward. There is a swashbuckle. Misses the swashbuckle. James has had some pretty nasty whiffs on the swashbuckle so far. The Ravage gets thrown out even to try and kill off the Pangolier. Has another swashbuckle. Goes for the kill onto at least destroy him before he falls. Could have probably, if he got the swashbuckle slightly differently positioned, probably could have even killed the Storm there. On the final
No, I think his play was he missed the swashbuckle so that they felt forced to TP the Tide, forced the Ravage. He still gets the kill. He got way more, right?
Or you get the kill on the Storm and you walk away.
Yes.
That
But now Ravage is on cooldown, okay? This is huge for South Team.
Yes, because I don't know why. It's not like the Tide's going to do anything for the foreseeable future. He's just going to farm his Vlads and be fine.
Yeah, but look at that smoke on both sides here. Mid plus a support, looking for a kill. But that line 6, holy moly. If they find the Morphling, he is 100% dead.
Yep. Destroyer and Ryu right behind James as well. The smoke on smoke is scary. Multi-smoke
it breaks.
broken.
They know.
James goes forward. The Rolling Thunder. They do get the Sun onto Ryu. That Storm Spirit is in a lot of trouble, and that Storm Spirit is very dead. Finger gets thrown out onto the Morphling. Only has level 1 attribute shift. Needs to disengage. Swashbuckle through James. He doesn't get the full connection with the Swashbuckle, but that Morphling has no way out and will be taken down.
Yeah, Lion Storm. I'm sorry, Morphling storming to Lion. We're already seeing why that can be very dangerous. Level 7 almost on Monty, Mina 10. Whereas the supports here, look at that. Level 4 on Skyriff Mage, level 5 on Shaka. And honestly, I think you would probably prefer having more levels on the Sky, because
Mid. He's gonna get caught and taken down. Couldn't get the spells off. Weege needs to be careful, but James... There are some nasty combinations you can make with the Rolling Thunder and the Cogs, but it's most of the time it will be destroying the Rolling Thunder effects. James does have his Diffusal Blade done though, and that's a really insanely good timing.
yeah, Arcanes plus the Diffusal Blade is huge at this stage. Even Ryu's Mana Pool could struggle, as they will pressure this tower of the Catapult Wave. They have Hookshot. It's really hard to stop this, honestly. Ravage is ready, but that's the only thing they have going.
Shaka's got the Phoenix Egg available. It is a hero that if he gets hit by Swashbuckle, he won't have Phoenix Egg available.
160 mana that gets removed instantly.
Yeah, it's not easy to deal with. All there. In the meantime, on the Lina, he's got his Milstrom being delivered on the Lina. That is a pretty fat safe lane Lina.
Yeah, they are. I mean, she is free farming as the team creates space. South team.
They're looking to take a fight, but they're coming in from behind. And Arcano will get taken down. There's more TPs coming through. That will get cancelled.
Oh.
Shaka on the Phoenix. He's gonna go for the egg drop.
Okay.
Why
is he gonna get a kill here?
Why can't they click the egg? What?
I think yeah, it was just not close enough. Melee heroes.
That was weird.
That was actually very good for Silk at the end of the day. It could have been much worse.
I'm baffled that you can't hit the egg from that position. Oh, Arzen T even dies, and they're going to get themselves reach. They're going to get themselves a huge amount of kills, and this Morphling just got a double kill.
Triple.
Make that a triple kill. Still not top net worth, but he's going to get there very quickly, and that's the recovery they needed.
So first of all, Lina was not there to hit the egg, but somehow manages to die anyways. I'm not even sure how.
I think he dove underneath the tower because his team was so deep and he wanted to try and help them out. He got close, took some tower hits, and then the Morph just TP'd in, Adapter struck him and killed him.
Well, this kind of evens the playing field right now. Out there, you're still very far, but all of that early lead is kind of meaningless right now. I think the supports all have their level 6s. Tide still has Ravage, by the way. Even has an item flying right now, which is just a cloak, no Blink Dagger.
I'm still baffled at the fact that the Phoenix Egg could not get right-clicked by the two people on low ground.
I mean, I think it was just to the left that it wasn't close enough, right? It's 135, 150 attack range, so maybe it was just on the edge where you couldn't hit. Because like the hitbox looks bigger than it is, right? The egg just looks gigantic, but at the end of the day, the center of it is still too far away for someone to hit.
Still weird. Don't like it. There's a big fat sun in your face. You should be able to right-click it from
It's too
a
hot.
tiny smidge difference.
Oh,
Hook shot in. Coming out onto Arcano. Tide Hunter taking a lot of damage. Has the Ravage. Is going to blow it, but is going to die. Now that's going to be on cooldown. James on the side, getting closer. There's the Diffusal Blade. Slow Rolling Thunder from James. He's going to go in for the DCMC Morphling catch. He's swapping to full strength. Mystic Flare doesn't really do much in the process. Can they kill him off? Laguna Blade, Morphling trying to get away. Nope, James will chase deep for that kill. Yeah, there's no Ravage. What do you really have to fear at that stage?
That's crazy. Storm CP was on cooldown. Like the fact that they dive that deep and there's no counter, like there's no counterplay. No one is there to stop that. It is crazy. But only level 1 ball lighting, so he doesn't feel comfortable jumping too far away. Can they? I mean, they're not gonna get any punish. Like this is just South team walking over them.
Yeah, they just get the ball rolling. And that's a very scary prospect. James is a really good player from South Team.
Yeah.
I've been very impressed with his performances in the previous series and this one.
I think they have a 1-2 combination of players that a lot of people might not give enough credit. Like they are really playing well in these qualifiers. We'll see how far they're gonna go here, but even if they don't, this might be 2 names, you know, to keep in mind moving forward, because they are definitely looking hot.
The only 2 in the team that don't have a Wikipedia page. Oh, James is gonna get jumped here. Rio gets the Arcane Rune bottled. Yeah, Rolling Thunder was still on cooldown. Finger gets thrown out. DCMC.
Oh, so close.
So very close for the Lion to get the kill. If he got one of those previous Finger of Deaths that he used,
yeah,
what kills
50,
secured,
right?
then that would have been a kill.
40, yeah, I think that would be enough. Tough one, but I mean, still, Lina is free farming. Looks like the tower might fall. Yeah.
Dana's almost got BKB done. 16 minutes in, BKB, Maelstrom, Falcon Blade. Not bad.
That's really, that's a lot of gold for this Lina.
Dawn and Pango also both just finished their Mage Slayers.
Smoke though.
Chip in from Ryu. Weege is gonna get caught. Or is he? Rolling Thunder in response. There's gonna be the Phoenix Egg down. Hacks onto Ryu. Storm Spirit. You also have to be careful if the Phoenix Egg explodes when the Pangolier is right on top of you. You will get stunned multiple times. So you can even use that potentially offensively.
True. Yeah, but it's something that the Phoenix can't control, right? It's mostly the Pangolier that has the chest.
Oh, push back onto Ryu. Is it going to be enough? He zips out of mana. There's going to be a Morph TP. It's a bit too deep. And the Clockwork. He's actually staying alive for a little bit longer. In comes the Dawn. RZT trying to get the kill onto Shaka, and he does find it. Arcano has the Ravage at the ready, walking forward, but this is not an easy kill. The Dawn is hard to finish with that Blade Mill plus Mage Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, another fight where South teams diving tier 2s, and even though they have ultimates, they're not ready to do anything. Oh, they're gonna get Monty probably.
Silence and blown to smithereens by Ryu. But they'll have the Lina in the meantime farming up top lane. He's going for a Chrysalis, so Dateless Lina. He doesn't even have upgraded boots yet.
I'm assuming maybe he can get Chrysalis, Travels, Daedalus, something of that sort. But he's just farming like a
Casual
boss.
Chrysalis is not too bad.
Oh, that sentry almost found James.
And RSNT in the meantime on the Dawn's also been farming up a storm. He's getting close towards his Deso. With the Deso it opens up tower push and Roshan capabilities a bit more. They are actually looking to already go in towards the Roche bit on South Team. But there's a move, a lot of Dire Heroes bottom. Yeah, they scan. They know they're in Roche. They're going to take the gateway. Or are they? No. They got scouted out, actually. The Clockwork used Rocket Flare.
This is way too late. And yeah, it's not going to be fast enough.
They know that they're not coming.
Oh, James.
Pump fake. Yeah. Really well done. The plus side of having a Clockwork in your team, you always have that Rocket Flare to scout enemies' positions.
Very nicely done by South Team. And that's without the Chrysalis, without the Desolator. You're still able to collapse onto Rush this fast. And that's the thing, Lina is still very good at taking towers. So despite the fact there's no upgraded boots, no Chrysalis, these towers are gonna melt.
To be fair, Chrysalis and upgraded boots don't really help at all in tower pushing for Lina, so...
It is damage. Come on. How much damage is it? It's 32 damage.
Wow, 32 damage. She already does 200, but wow, 32. And the bots also give their damage? Yeah.
Yes, okay. It makes her move faster, so you get more towers. You can TP to the second one.
Yes, there must be logic to be found anywhere in that statement. I'll just take some time to try and figure it out.
All right, yeah. I mean, you figured it out. It's okay. Some people are a bit slower, you know.
Yeah, I tend to have that issue at almost 3 a.m. in the morning.
Well, speaking of that, Lina, even without travels, was able to move to the tier 2 very slowly.
So he does have the armor reduction and movement speed reduction on the tower. That's going to teach the tower a lesson.
They have that catapult as well, so just another free tower here. South Team just very cleanly taking every single ounce of map control from Silk.
That looks weird, that Orb of Destruction only gives you 3 armor reduction.
Yeah.
It used to be a tier 3 that did like 7, right?
I think it was 6, but it's load way more. I think it was like 30-40% slow.
Well, they smoked up, trying to get the catch bottom, using Lina as bait. He does have the Chrysalis now done. 3 minutes left on the Aegis. And RSNT, oh, they're looking to catch out a Morph.
They don't have any vision, but they seem to be very aware. Oh, they find illusion.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate, but Lion can at least get some extra catch. DCMC trying to use this as bait. Monty is going to get waveformed on. They find a quick kill. Ryu's out of mana completely. But they will all disengage on the side of South Team, and they only do lose their Lion.
Yeah, they were showing that Lina bottom with no TP, so very obvious that they could go for those plays. Probably one of the first mistakes here from South Team, just staying too long the top side, even after they didn't get the Morphling kill. Oh, there though, he's by himself here. I guess there are 2 heroes nearby.
Check on the Phoenix TPs to try and defend bottom tier 2, and we'll be able to keep it alive currently. Also, they are very aggressive in their chase, so they might get quick TPs going here. Hook shot in. The Phoenix is dropping low, has the egg available. Doesn't actually have mana for the egg right now. Wants to dive back, but will be taken down. And yeah, the rest of the team's not TPing in, so they will just get themselves tier 2 tower, plus the Tormentor that they're going to look to steal.
RSNT though could be in trouble. Not enough men on Storm though. They can't find the breach.
Dawn. Yeah, he's gonna be left behind. Nonetheless, they got a free shard on the line. So you got the AoE mana drain. And against this dire lineup, having the debuff immunity with 80% damage reduction from magic damage is insane. Because they have only magic damage.
It's really good. Like, it's really good in almost every game, and the fact that he gives so much magic resistance, 80% magic resistance, is like honestly crazy on a 6-second cooldown for some reason. Oh, they're gonna find Shaka here.
The Phoenix won't be able to get his egg off. Monty is going to quickly get waveformed on. The shot in response to DCMC.
Oh
Pops
my
his
lord.
BKB, Laguna Blade, but the Lina just right-clicks the Morphling out of the fight. And Weege will be losing his life, but Ryu's out of mana completely. 8 kill streak just picked up for Aldair. That's a lot of cash. Destroyer makes another kill being secured, and that is a 3-for-2 pickup. That Morphling, that Storm kill is very disgusting that they lose him.
Yeah, he was honestly coming back pretty strong this game. Was getting a couple of pickups here and there. But the Morphling, even with BKB, couldn't stand his ground. Had to just walk away from the Daedalus Lina. 24-minute Daedalus Lina. This hero is disgusting, man. And in a good game. And this was actually a fairly early Lina pick. And still seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, full Daedalus, as you mentioned. They're going to go for the next shard. Lion needs to care that he doesn't die. Gets a little bit dicey there. Clockwork's got the jetpack to fly about in these team fights now and get more vision for his team.
Really
Don's got
fun
the
shard.
Deso and the shard.
Oh, the huge zip
Zip
here.
in. Going for Monty. The Lion is going to be the target. Double man Ravage. Mystic Flare on top. Aldair Lina pops the BKB.
Oh, the heals!
Needs to get out of there, but the heal actually was sublimely massive coming in. Turns his attention towards the egg that needs to get right-click down. James doesn't have the attack speed to get rid of the egg. Will get stunned in the process, and the Pangolier will be taken care of. Arzenti comes out a little bit too late with his moves used up in the process. However, they stack on top of each other. He just blows up Shaka. In comes Weege. He is back here. Wait, what?
He died to the Mage Slayer as he morphed back.
Bro. Really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dude, the Dawnbreaker healed Lina for 500 HP or something. Like, he just got that Starbreaker. A lot of people forget that Luminosity heals everyone around it. That was clutch from Arzenti.
I was also like, he got healed, and I was thinking, how the hell did he get healed?
Yeah, it was the Luminosity, and I think there were 2 targets maybe on top of the Lina, so he got, you know, twice the healing. Really clutch. The only reason the Lina, you know, I think if the Lina dies there, that was a very convincing fight from Silk. So the fact that Arzenti was there at the right time means a lot. And they even killed the Morphling, right? Somehow South won that fight in the end.
Yeah, that was pretty big. Mage Slayer, of course, one of the best items in the game, if not the best item in this current patch. Probably will need to get some changes in the next big patch. Okay, we'll definitely need to get some changes in the next big patch.
It's crazy, right? Because you look at the items, there's no recipe, and the effect the item has is like probably one of the most broken effects in the entire game. No recipe. Like, none of the components that you build have anything to do with reducing 40% of spell damage, but somehow it still does it.
Yeah, you also have 25% magic resistance, and not only the fact that you do 40% less spell damage, it's also a debuff that you can permanently reapply on enemies so they can never blink.
Yeah. Maybe that's one thing. Like, it should have a cooldown, a debuff. I guess that's not very common, right? With Deso, Skadi, all of those things.
Yeah, but Mage Slayer, Witch Slayer,
Oh yeah, you're right. Witchblade. You're right.
Witchblade, that's the one. I'm like getting lost for words right there, but Witchblade does have it, so it's
I mean,
not,
that
like,
would probably
weird.
make it awful though, right? Because like, it's why Ember doesn't build it. Because like, you wouldn't be able to control who you apply to.
It's kind of a tough one because if you remove, what if you just remove the damage? Would it then just be?
It's better for
Okay.
sure. I think it would be better. Or maybe you you reduce the amount of time it gets applied. Because right now Ember can literally apply it on everyone with the cooldown slide of his.
Yeah,
So
'cause
maybe
it's
it should
6
last like
seconds,
3
6 seconds.
seconds. Yeah.
And maybe a shorter amount of time on it, or
Same damage, but shorter amount.
because it's 20 damage per second. Yeah, I was thinking maybe if it's like a small amount where you can still blink out, but that also doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
then
think
why would
the
you have damage on
blinking
it?
is okay. Oh, wait a second here. There's a huge smoke. Lion breaks it
Oh,
without knowing.
Lion has been jumped at the start of fights multiple times.
He has
Very
Aether Lens
early
as well
on.
now, so his mana drain is huge.
And the next Roshan is up in 1 second. That is a dire spawn one. You want to kill it right now before it, of course, turns into a stupid banner. James is going to get jumped. Mystic Flare comes out. Can they heal him up? James is going to drop dead. In response, DCMC, though. Laguna Blade plus Finger is a hella amount of damage.
Monty was so patient. He never addressed the Pangolier being jumped, just waited for the Morphling to show himself. And they're gonna find
Phoenix
another
Egg?
one.
Okay. There's going to be a jump in. Arcano has himself the Ravage ready. Will pop it, but will they go back in? Rio's got no mat. This is a
Oh
weird...
my.
Team Silk, I legit have no idea what they're doing there, because first of all, they lost the Morphling, which is 90% of their damage. Second of all, Phoenix just popped his egg in the middle of the river with only Dawn next to him. Third of all, they just went in back into that fight, and Storm has the tiny zip that takes out all of his mana. So there were 3 things that happened that made sure that they would have about 0% chance to win that fight.
Yeah, I think once the Morphling dies, it should definitely just try to save everyone else, just run away. But they just kept on fighting, and this is now a free Roshan here. The banner is unfortunately gonna be the second prize that they get, but it just seems like a decent enough prize here for Aldair.
It's looking like South Team's got control of this game with a 19k net with lead. Monty quickly getting rid of all those nasty Morphling illusions. Morphling's got a Kanda, which is pretty nice, but he probably needed a Linken's this game.
Yeah, I honestly agreed with you when you talked about the Lincolns. He ended up going for this Manta, which I'm not even sure what it does. Like, what? What are you dispelling? You literally dispel nothing here.
Stats.
Like, it's not
I
a bad
guess.
Morphling item. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay Morphling item, but I think you would probably farm faster if you just went Vlad's BKB then. Like, because you need the BKB if you don't go Lincolns.
Big oof. Big oof right now. And they're being all the way pushed back in towards the base. There's a full Satanic now finished on the Lina. He's got an extra 2k, so could get those bots that he's been eyeing for quite, or at least has been baiting out that he wants to get the entire game. Dawnbreaker's got himself the AC to be picked up. So he's got the minus armor from the Deso. AC for himself. He's got a bunch of armor, bunch of minus armor going out. Auras, debuffs, everything you want.
I mean, South Team, they're playing pretty much at the level I expected them to against Silk. I think this, like, it's how I expected Biscos to play against Silk. They're definitely, at least in this game, feeling way, way stronger. Oh, huge zip, what the hell?
Taken care of. Yeah, Aldair is completely solo at the moment, but in comes the Dawn ulti. That Solar Guardian radius is huge. Hookshot in onto DCMC, but there's the cogs to send him into Oblivion and hunt deeper in towards the Dive's base. This is the buyback Phoenix, so this is 4 kills and a buyback forced out. And yeah, this Lina is just huge. GG gets called. There's nothing they can do. They get annihilated.
Yeah, that Lina pick. Honestly, it's not even the Lina. I think every corner side of South team had an amazing performance. The Lie on the Clock played their lanes really well. Sure, you know, at the end of the day, Monty, he got killed a lot because it's what Storm needs to kill to be able to survive in the fights. But the price for those long zips was very often just his death.